Hello, everyone. So, how are you all doing today? So, I hope if you're in the Dallas Fort Worth area, I hope you are outside um, enjoying this beautiful, and I do mean beautiful weather. So, we are welcoming, we are so glad that the spring weather is finally here. Now, spring started in March, and we had some of that fall weather where it was cold mornings. And I think, I want to say Friday morning was a little bit chilly, but it warmed up. And so today, the high is supposed to be 80, and tomorrow is going to be 90 or 91. So I'm like, come on in, spring weather. So I just left the Main Street Art Festival, and I'm going to put those video and pictures up. And so that was a nice little walk. So yeah, so when you go to Main Street Festival, be prepared to walk. So from the parking garage all the way up to the venue, to just walking up and down. Oh, thank you. Up and down Main Street to look at um, all the different art pieces and stuff that they had out there. They had some really nice pieces out there, you all. So get on out there. Tomorrow will be the last day, but I do not know when they will close. And so tomorrow will be another great day to be out there. Just don't be out there when it's 91 degrees, but if you do, please take precaution. Have your umbrella, water, add 1/4 teaspoon of Redmond's real salt or septic salt, whichever one that you have. Add it to 4 cups of water, and so that'll give you some electrolytes from being out there. And they have a lot. And so let me tell you something. So the map that they have out there, they will say that the food is on the corner of Second and Main. It is not on the corner of Second and Main. So you will have to walk, just depending on which parking garage you park in. It's kind of like the food places or food vendors are going towards the main station. I mean, main stage, UTA main stage. So it's going down there that way. The live music was good, and I'm not a fan of live music, but I guess I'm so used to the radio and concerts and stuff like that. But the live music was really good, you all. So y'all know I can go down the rabbit hole, but that's my intro, you all. So I am here at another new construction home. So I'm actually going to take you on 2 new construction tours. So there are 2 homes right next door to one another, located in the Monticello area, you all. So I was just having a conversation with the community sales manager, just getting a little history on the Monticello area, you all. So it does, that's what I like about being a realtor, because you get to get out and explore your city. Well, not, well, I get to get out and explore my city, and just to know that it's different things out there that I didn't even know. And I'm like, I'm a native. I've been here all of my life. I didn't move and come back. I have, well, yes, I did, but for most of my adult life, I have been here. And just to know all of the things that we have right here, it's, excuse me, it's a pretty good city. So those of you all who are new to me, my name is Latosca Asberry. I am a real estate agent and the proud author of Home Sweet New Home. And so let me give you all a disclaimer. So I am licensed in the great state of Texas. And although the information that I shared is universal, please take it to uh, your realtor, your lender in your area and see if these things apply to you. So I am still on Gen Zs and content um, creators because according to Bank of America, which is one of the conservative banks that we have out here, well, in the United States, and they put out an article that Gen Zers are making the money, and I also sit at tables and I'm in the rooms where I hear um, a lot of people saying that the younger people are making six figures and over. But I'm like, okay, me being a realtor, I'm like, okay, you're making six figures and over, but you're still renting. You are still renting these cute townhouses. You're renting these cute high-rise apartments, and yes, they're cute. I have seen them be built from the ground up. I even went in and I visited a few of them. So sure, I see why they are appealing to you all because they have the 24-hour concierge, they have the Amazon locker, they have the gym, they have the infinity pool, they have let's see, the mud room, they have the washer and dryer hookup, they have an office space, so not an actual office, but they have like a built-in desk, just depending on which department you choose to go to. But I'm saying, I'm like, okay, if you could want to continue on that wealth, real estate can help you keep building on that wealth. So when I say Generation Z or Gen Z, I'm referring to those born roughly between 1997 and 2012. So Gen Zs are the ones that are fully digital, so they're not scared of technology like someone in my generation and going and up. They would be afraid of doing things online because we would think about hackers. Because I remember when the banks had rolled out doing online banking, and I didn't jump on it when they first rolled the program out, the plan, the program out. So I was like, oh no, I don't want nobody to hack into my account and take my money, and just all these evil thoughts. But once I got on the bandwagon, the technology bandwagon, it was just so much better. And then as technology kept advancing, I was like, well, okay, well, there's no need to keep going back and forth to the bank as much. So by them adding more features inside of the app, it cut down on time, well, visits, branch visits. And so, so that's like another example. So 90% of them are active on social media. Many aren't just consuming content, they are creating content. So they show up on TikTok, they show up on YouTube, they show up on Twitch. I don't know what Twitch is. They show up on Instagram. So those has been income not energies, engines for them. So we're seeing 18 to 25-year-olds earn 6 or even 7 figures annually through brand deals, creator funds, merchandising, affiliate marketing. And so content creation is now a legitimate career. It's just not a side hustle. In Gen Zs, let me tell you something. This is coming. This is auntie, so I'm in my auntie era. So y'all listen to TT. So um, I get it when you're trying to have a conversation with your parents because your parents is in the same age group as me or just in the same age group as me. And to them, being a content creator is not a real job because when we were you all's age, a job for us was going to McDonald's or you had two avenues, being the age that we were. There was like two avenues you could go down: fast food or retail, and I'm putting grocery stores up under retail. And so there was your McDonald's, your Taco Bell, the grocery store, being either a utility clerk or being a cashier, working at Walmart, Target, things like that. So that's what our jobs were in high school slash college. And then once we got out of college, then came the job, the real job, the one that offered the 401k, the one that offered the benefits. And so it's going to take some time for them to get used to that because they don't consider that, and especially our grandparents. And so they don't consider that like a real job. They don't consider that as real money. It is hard. So TT gonna tell you, it is so hard to have a conversation with people who has a corporate mindset. So I'm gonna say that again. It's so hard to have a conversation with people, and those people can be family and friends, who have a corporate mindset because their mind is so stuck on corporate because that's all that they know. That's what they taught us in school. Go to school, graduate, go to college, go get you a good job, get you the 401k, go on vacation, get the benefits, retire, and you all are changing the narrative. Now TT and her age group, we're jumping on the bandwagon with you all as well. But it takes some time for them to grasp that piece of you all being a content creator, making money off of videos, doing skits and things like that. And so the creator economy is now worth over $250 billion, you all. So projected to nearly double in the coming years. So online is where it's at. And the Gen Zers, look at me, they are not afraid to get out and do something different. So if you all are chastising your kids about not going to go get a job at McDonald's, um, just do your research. Times have changed. It's not like when we were coming up. It's not like when our parents was coming up, and it's most definitely not like when our grandparents coming up. Things are changing, and it says Gen Z creators still in their early 20s are levitating or leveraging this shift to celebrate life's milestones. Um, And so, just trying to get you all to buy a home because, don't be afraid to buy a home. I don't think, Gen Zers, which if you're on the older end or the younger end. So when it comes to buying a home, don't look at it as, that's like a family thing. That's the old people's thing. No, you all. There are benefits to owning your own home. And so traditionally, owning a home before 30 was rare. And, and so, yeah, so most content creators um, without college degrees or traditional employment are buying homes even before they turn 35. So yes, you all. So I'm talking to the now the Gen Zers who already have homes. That is great. I'm talking to the ones that um, do not have a home, and it says financial. So many of them uh, lack trust in traditional jobs, which we covered that. No one wants to go in. And I know I keep picking on McDonald's because those were the jobs that was out there when we were your age, especially working, especially while going to college. Um, you know, they are losing trust in traditional jobs. They lived through multiple economical crises, which is the 2008 recession, COVID, and inflation, and they want control over their finances. Physical creative spaces. So having a home means a studio, a filming space, a staging area, and major perks for bloggers, artists, and wellness creators. So, and I'll get to the thing, the benefits of having a home. So, you can shift from renting to owning. For older Gen Zers, starting a family or taking care of siblings, partners is about creating generational generational stability, and challenges and reality. So not all clicks. And see, this is where Gen Zers, where your parents and your grandparents and other people and your family, not all clicks in closings. So Gen Z content creators face real barriers. So, I know you're gonna say the lack of credit history, fluctuating income, online perception versus financial reality, and some banks, but most have. Uh, let's see that. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Make sure I'm getting all of this. Right. So just by the brief information that I have given you all, that okay, you all are making 6 and 7 figures annually, collectively, and you all are still, some of you all are still not um, owning your own homes, and there's benefits to that. So instead of trying to find places um, to do your content, your extra rooms. And so when you're buying a single family home, let's back that back. So when you're buying a single family home, that doesn't necessarily equate to being old and, oh, that means, you buy a house when you have a family. No, you can start building your equity now. And those extra rooms can count, one can count as your office, one can count as your content room. And the great part about that, you can write all of that stuff off on your taxes, you all. And let's see, and then, so there are products out there. So there are lender, so we had Liliana on that explains some of the loan products out there to support entrepreneurs, because you are entrepreneur slash self-employed, that's what you're considered as to banks. And so there are programs out there, and then just depending on the programs in your income, you can apply for, I keep wanting to say home sweet homes, and they thinking of my book. You can apply for down payment assisted and closing costs. Just depends on which loan product you qualify for. And so I'm working on, as I bring this to a close, I am working on getting a tax preparer, a tax professional who specializes in entrepreneurial. She does a lot of entrepreneurial taxes. So I'm working on bringing her on, and therefore she can tell you the do's and don'ts when it comes to you all taxes, because I know, and I see them, and it sounds good to write all of that stuff off, but the more stuff you write off on your taxes, it that hurts your income. So let's say you're making $400,000 a year, but you go and write all of this stuff off, and it shows that you're making, and I'm just playing with numbers, and it shows that you're making $40,000. No, 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 no. You're trying to get a house, and we're going to bring on a tax professional that is going to give you all some gems on how to structure that without getting in trouble too, because you don't want the that's one entity, one business, one government agency you do not want to come after you, and that is the IRS. And so we're going to give you some gems on how to structure that where you all can get a home. And I know people say rent out your rooms, you can make extra income and things like that. But coming from TT, don't do that. Live by yourself. You make enough. You're a content creator. Live by yourself. And I also heard content creators too, slash Gen Zers or in Gen Zers, say that they stay in apartments out of safety and things like that. I don't want to say I get it. I don't want to say I understand. The home is getting the home is much better. You just can't share your address with everybody. Put it like this. You just can't tell everybody where you stay, because things happen in apartments too. So it just don't mean that things happen in a residential area. Things happen in apartments too. And so again, you have to be your own safety manager, whether you in a house or an apartment. You just cannot freely give your address out to everybody, and everybody is not your friend. That's the the sad part. So that is TT's advice to you all. So don't be afraid to buy um, a home. And right now the digital world is where it's at, but you just never know when that is going to come to an end for whatever reason. It might be another shift, or you just never know. People may not be interested in what you have to say, or you just never know, because we lose interest in a lot of things just like that. And by having that home that can build you equity. And let's just say, okay, you get in, you get your home, and the idea pops in your mind, oh, I want to invest in real estate. Well, okay, there's an easy way to invest in real estate. So you completed all your obligations with the lender, meaning, okay, you stayed in the house long enough, whichever guidelines of the loan product that you get. So you done followed through all of that. All right, you want to start investing. Well, there's your investment property right there, and then you can go on and get you something else. And then buying a home doesn't mean go get the biggest house in the community. There are a lot of starter homes out there that you can start with and then move up. You know, Even your parents, they started out in a starter home and then they moved up. You can follow from their example. So I'm gonna stay in on the Gen Zers and the content creators, because we want to see you all buy homes. And so we're gonna move on to the book process. So I created Home Sweet New Home, because there's not a lot of information around buying new homes. Besides, it is a new home, no one never lived in it. You get the keys and you get to move in and you live happily ever after. And I'm seeing buyers after buyers after buyers just get up and go directly to the builders, and they're stuck into some stuff that they can't get out of because they didn't come and talk to a realtor first. You got to come and talk to a realtor first, because you don't want to put down that earnest money deposit and be stuck in some stuff, because you can change your mind, but you just will not get your money back. And I've heard from another community sales manager that the only way you get your earnest money deposit back if financing falls through. Now that might be for that particular builder, but I don't know for all builders. But I know on that side that there's no option fee. So no option period. So you do not get to get your money back, you all. And so I just want to make sure that we have education around buying construction homes. And Home Sweet New Home is available wherever books is sold. So you can get it off of Amazon, you can get it from direct to authors, a platform for Black indie authors. And also, I forgot some important buyers information that's sitting right here in my hand. The information about broker services and the buyer's rep agreement. So with the changes that has been going on, so those are two of the requirements, and that's down here for Texas. Two of the requirements that must be signed. And so you all, so when you're having that first consultation and you're expressing your interest in buying a home, and you want to hire this realtor You sign the IADS, you sign the buyer's rep agreement, and you throw the copy in the trash. And then for whatever reason, things don't work out, and you stop answering the telephone, you stop answering text messages and emails. Things do not work like that, and that's why I made sure I put in the book um, to send an email, and then in response they are supposed to send you a um, termination agreement, and it's going to list all of the addresses that they have taking you to, and it might be some cancellation fees attached to it, and also, I went over the big piece. I know mainstream media and social media is, saying that buyers have to pay their agent's compensation fee, you know, have the conversation. You just never ever, just have the conversation, and then if you feel like things are not going to work out, feel free to go ahead and um, terminate before you go out and have this realtor travel throughout the Dallas Fort Worth area, and you are not a serious buyer. So all right, you so I don't know how long we're going to be on this series about Gen Zers and content creators. It just came to me all of a sudden because I was like, I'm on YouTube and I hear these content creators, saying that they make, $10,000 a month. Some say 20,000, some say 50,000. I even see people say $1 million a month. But I'm like, okay. But when I see you going live, you're going live from an apartment, or or if I'm listening closely to you, you're talking about apartments, and I'm like, that's not home ownership. How do you continue? How are you supposed to continue the wealth? You cannot write any of those things off. Only what you do. Only when you buy homes you can write those things off. Well, all right, you all. So let me get on in here so we can get this tour started. So I'm going to connect the two together. So she went ahead and given me information. So again, I am going to be touring the Monticello community. So let's get on over here, and y'all get on out there to the art festival. Let's see if y'all got any questions. Okay, there's no questions.